So yeah, Alexa for Urban News, and today I'm with Yann Sénéchal. For the people who don't know him, he is the CEO of VotreConseiller.net, and actually is as well the founder of his podcast is Yann and Frank. It's very famous in Quebec because he's talking about politics, economy, and a lot of different topic. So I'm here with him today to discuss about inflation, the really serious question that a lot of people wants to know, and today we will answer to some of your question. So hi Jan, how are you?
Hi, fine you.
I'm fine, thank you. So first of all, can you explain a little bit to the viewer where this inflation come from?
It's come from the monetary policy. That's the case. It's not from the Ukraine war. It's not because the government is bad. It's because we just actually print a lot of money because of the pandemic. The central bankers didn't know what to do at this time. They didn't want a financial crisis with a sanitary crisis at the same time, so they started to print a lot of money. They wanted to help the government to spend a lot for people, to help them to receive some amount of money without any work. They helped a lot of businesses to pay the salary of their employees at a rate like 75%. It was a lot of money that was printed by the government of Justin Trudeau at that time, and it was all financed with the central bank. In fact, Trudeau made some loans for the government of Canada, and the central bank just take these loans and took them out of the market. They put it on their balance sheet. So it was a good time in the financial term. The pandemic was really bad for us, but in financial term, we did not have a lot of pressure because of these measures. But the fact is that there is consequences when you are doing things like that, and the consequences is the inflation. We had a lot of inflation at the grocery store. We had it also at the pump with the gas. And we are starting to view a lot of inflation in general spending all across the board. So it's not because the supply chain is broken. It's not because there is a war in Ukraine. It's because we printed a lot of money that was too much, and we have the consequences right now about that. There is one way to correct that, and this is the way that the central bankers are taking right now. It's to let the interest rate go up. So it will have a lot of consequences for the general public, because you will have to pay your rent for your home a lot more. The loan will be higher too, and we will maybe, I say maybe, but I believe that it will be the case, we will have a lot of pressure at the government level because they are doing a lot of deficits right now. They do not have the tendency to solve their problems with cutting their spending. They prefer to raise our taxes, and I believe that it's what they will do in the future. So at the beginning of the inflation circle that we are experiencing right now, the businesses make much more profit than last year or the last 2 years, and the government is raising a lot more of revenues from taxes. But eventually, what will happen is that the salary will go up. It will bring down the profit margins for the businesses, and it will raise the cost of everything, and we will have another round of inflation after that. So there is not a secret recipe to break that circle. You have to raise interest rate to solve the problem. You have to stop printing money to solve the problem. So it will be painful for Canadians, that's for sure. And we have to take a lot of action at the individual level to make that less tough for us, because we are indebted a lot. If we compare to the 80s, when there were a lot of inflation at that time, and the interest rate went up like 20%, that was a lot. But the home loan at that time was like $40,000. It was not $400,000 like in the Quebec region that we will see, and maybe $1 million if you are in Vancouver. But you had to raise the interest rate at a level that were very, very high to control the inflation. We will not have to do that. I don't believe that we will see 20% interest rate, because we have a lot of debt at the personal level. The Canadians are really, really indebted. They have pretty big loans with their big house, and that will put a lot of pressure. So maybe 5 or 6% would be enough to break the chain of the inflation. But a lot of time, when we try to control the inflation circle, we will put the economy in a recession. That should happen. We don't know if it will be in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. But if we try to control inflation, we will raise rates, and we will maybe cause a recession with that, and it will be painful for Canadians. So we have to take a lot of action to make better choice to control that. You can go at work with your lunch. It could be a good idea. You can stop bringing Starbucks coffee at the job. Those are little things that you can do, but